What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 54 of Lyon Live here in Football Manager 2019. Hopefully you guys are doing good. We're back once more. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good week. Of course, it is today, Friday, as you watch this video, and we've got some more Football Manager action for you. It's still the January transfer window, and today we've got Strasbourg, Toulouse, Havre, and potentially Guingamp if we get to that point. Lots of games in quick succession today, so going to be a bit of a requirement for some squad rotation. And actually, now that I think about things, it kind of makes sense that to start today's game, we rotate things a little. I think. Let's just quickly... I've been messing around my skin and I've kind of changed how my bars are laid out. Is that okay? I feel like I'm missing something. The bars are not normally this big. It's the issue of having multiple FM saves on the go. You kind of get a bit lost as you change your skin between different scenarios. But yes, here we are. We are going to rotate our second 11 for today's game. That is going to be coming up immediately because it's going to be a bit of a tricky one. And actually, I'm going to do something a little bit mad. I'm going to give Auger a game, I think. Is that mad? Maybe it's a little mad. You guys can decide. We are going to need to rejig things just a little bit with Lucas Romero's suspension. You know what? I might even play Eden Militao at centre-back. Give him a chance to play his natural position, but the position that he's not really played for us much this year. But, well, the big bit of team news is going to be the fact that we're going to give Auger a game. We're going to see what he can do in the centre of the midfield. I have been trying to give, chances to our younger players. I have noticed, and it's duly noted, lots of people say, oh, there's players like Auger, Jack, I'd love to see you play him more. And I completely agree. We have some really, really exciting talents here. De Jong would be a player who I'd like to give a little bit of first-team football to. I think Tizzy, of all of our players, is the one who's most readily made for the first team. But, yeah, Kone as well. Very, very good players, these guys. But ultimately, as much as I want to rotate them in, they are significantly worse than kind of our other players in the squad. And whilst they have potential and I want them to fill it, it's always going to be a risk. And ultimately, the board expectation this year is win the league. I have to prioritise winning the league. As much as youth development is fun in Football Manager, I'm going head-to-head against a PSG side who have signed Pogba and spent over £200 million on players this summer. I would love to be giving all the 16-year-olds some game time here and there. But it's near impossible to actually justify that kind of decision, given the fact that my job is entirely on the line. And as much as I'd love to develop loads of players, I also quite like my job. I'm sure over the next few seasons, we'll see changes happen. But at least for now, I feel like we just have to stick with the team that we've got and not get too crazy when it comes to rotations. You can see Lenglet's had a new offer made on him by Man City. They've bid £51 million. Now, that's not a bad sum of money. 10 million of it, though, is after 50 league games. Still not good enough for my liking. His asking price is set at 80 million. That's how much I want for him. I'm almost tempted to offer him out and just see if any teams come close to that valuation. I still wouldn't really want to sell him, but I feel like I could probably get a replacement for that. Tell you what, let's just offer him out for 80. I doubt anyone's going to come close to matching it, but if they do, they can have him. And as you can see, no offers made. So I feel like he is going to be staying at least for now. The rest of the team news is, well, good though. We've only got that one suspension to consider. We've got more players getting viruses, right? DJ, please go home and recover. Do not infect the rest of the team. Apparently it's cold season here in France. We've had so many players getting sick. It's not ideal. Would be the descriptive that I'd use to describe the current situation. It's not what I want. Kenny Lala on loan. Yeah, that ain't happening. We need him. A few more of our players wanted on loan. Of course, we're already at the domestic loan limit. So I can't actually loan out any of these players. At least to teams within France. I mean, we have still got transfer budget to spend, but there's not a great deal of it. I don't really want to spend it unnecessarily. I feel like we've done our transfer business now. We've got Maulida joining us at the end of the season. We've also got Jovic joining us. We've had some more offers for Lenglet. Real Madrid have bid 51 million. That is not good enough. Liverpool have bid 41 million. Liverpool. I want 80 million, Liverpool. It's as simple as that. They've gone up to 31. Right, 60. I'm going to reject the offer. I hate selling players mid-season, and at £60 million, I would consider selling Lenglet. I would have to consider selling him. But it has to be 60 million, because I think with 60 million, I can actually replace him. He's disappointed that we've not let him move to Liverpool. Toussaint, can you talk to him? No, you've tried to talk to him. It's not really worked. I'm going to say that they're not offering us enough money. Your valuation, 80 million. He's saying 55. Right, I'll go up to 70. Right, if they bid 62 million, he still thinks 62 million is too high for him. He's not going to be a happy bunny at centre-back, but he's going to have to just get on with it, I'm afraid. I'm not someone to give sympathy to my players. It's just not in my nature. Vinicius Jr., we're still scouting and we're still keeping an eye on him. He would be a good little addition to the team. His asking price has actually dropped. Still a little out of our budget. I mean, I could maybe offer them a trade of Lenglet for Vinicius Jr. I mean, is that a mad idea? I mean, swaps never work. Part of me almost wants to try it. Let's give it a go. £0. Players to exchange. And then other player from squad. See, I wouldn't really want to sell Lenglet, but if he's really trying to force a move, this is actually a deal that I might consider. Let's suggest it to them. They think it's I mean, I've given you there, Real Madrid, what I think is a fair offer. You know, you've got the trading card I want. I've got the trading card you want. Let's meet in the middle and swap. And see what they say. Right, we're going with the rotated 11. It's pretty much the same team that played that previous match, other than the rotation that we've done in the midfield with Auger coming into the team. Hopefully, he's going to have a good little debut to remember. We'll keep an eye out for him. I mean, he's on the free kicks. He's taking it. Welcome to the first... I mean, it would have been good if he'd scored. I'm bigging it up. I'm like talking about him before it's even over the line. I mean, that's how close he came to scoring 3 minutes into his debut. There you go. Pretty darn close, if you ask me. The number 53. Iconic number for him. The people who are really obsessive about kind of squad numbering will be delighted at the fact that our centre-back partnerships have the normal centre-back numbering convention. Anyway, they're playing pretty defensive here, Strasbourg. We're going direct and on the attack. We've had a few opportunities to start. Can we create something here? Auger to Gnanon. Have a go, Gnanon. He hits the woodwork. Not a bad effort from the edge of the box from the defensive midfielder, to be fair to him. Not a bad effort at all. Now what can Aouar do? He whips it in. Eder Militao was there at the back post. He was actually unmarked as well. It was a good opportunity. We've had a few highlights go away, but Strasbourg did have the best opportunities of this game so far. And they do look like the kind of team who, if they take their chances, maybe they could have hit us on the break. They may well rue to kind of their missed opportunities as Lala just does defensive... I don't know what that is. That is greedy to the highest degree, what he's attempted there. And he just didn't have the skill to back it up. Auger to Gnanon. Why not? Do it again. Gnanon, have a go. Sells with the stop. That was not a bad little opportunity. Again, Auger with that kind of ball squared across to Gnanon. It's been a common occurrence here in the first 20 minutes. They're going to try and build the football forward here. Can we stop it? Grancer, bring the ball forward. Pass it inside to Linard. Akone now with it. Lovely little tackle there. Ball through though, and well, you saw it coming, didn't you? You could feel it. You could feel it. You know what? We're not going to play a direct attacking style of play. We're actually going to try and control possession. But I'm going to do something unusual here. We're going to play this, but we're actually going to play Auger as a deep line playmaker. He's a godlike deep line playmaker. It's without a doubt his best role. Let's give him permission to do it. We're going to play the deeper, more possession-orientated style of play. Hopefully that will limit Strasbourg's counter-attacks just a teeny tiny bit more. But it gives Auger just the best platform, I think, to perform on and show us what he can do in his more familiar role. And well, speaking of the devil is there. I mean, it wasn't a good effort, was it, by Auger? The blood's gone to his head. He wanted to be the hero. 25 minutes gone. Strasbourg, a goal to the good. They've had all the opportunities in this game. We've had kind of chances, but they've not been great chances. And there are set pieces that, well, you'd hope that we could have done a little better from, perhaps. Anyway, approaching half-time here, this would be a big game to lose. Make no mistake. This would be bitterly, bitterly disappointing. Very tempted to make a change similar to the one you might remember I made in a game previously, which was we bring in Fekir and we bring in Goebbels as well. And I think actually I'm going to do it. The two players made an impact previously in this kind of match. We're a goal down here. We have to turn things around. We're going to stick with the possession-orientated system for now. I was considering going more attacking but keeping the patient, shorter passing style of play. But let's see what we can do with this for now. You know, we can change things if we need to. Auger to Trincao. Why not from kickoff? Why not? I mean, Auger very much involved in the play in the centre of the midfield. I was a little bit worried that the 16-year-old, you know, he'd fall into his shell a little bit. You know, he'd kind of vanish off the pitch. You know, his inexperience being thrown in on the big stage could be a problem. So far, he's looked pretty good for us. Strasbourg have looked pretty good on the break, although we get a nice tackle in there. Now we'll look to build. Auger just dictating the pace a little bit. Passes it forward to Fekir, who, of course, is now on. I think between them, we've got two creative hotbeds in the midfield. Trincao back to Fekir. Lovely little give and go. Fekir cuts inside, hits it. Good save by Sells, but the build-up play there was really, really clean. Really, really nice to see. Still not creating enough in the way of clear-cut opportunities, although we might do here. It's over the line. Trincao's been given the goal. That was scrappy, but we'll take it. Eder Militao with a header at the back post. It kind of got saved away, but not parried away from the danger area. And Trincao slid in and just managed to get a toe on it. I mean, he's taken out his own man there, but he's taken control of the situation, has the young Portuguese inside forward. And he's got the crucial goal for us. And now we need to build off this. A good start to the first half, though. Being a goal down, as this half progressed, it was inevitably going to get nervier. And, well, Trincao might be just kicking himself there. A chance for his second in quick succession. Could have got 2 goals in 10 minutes to turn this tie on its head. As it is here, it remains 1-0. 23 minutes left. I've got to consider my final change here. I'm thinking we'll take Saint Maximin off on the left-hand side. That's the change I'm thinking I might do. Maybe just bring in some fresh legs. I feel like between Goebbels and Fekir, we've got a little bit more in the way of an attacking presence. Trincao, of course, has scored out on the right-hand side. I've been pretty happy, actually, with Gnanon and Auger's kind of work in the centre of the midfield. No real complaints there. In fact, Auger's been pretty impressive. He's been very actively involved in play. Anyway, Fekir turns around his man. What a run this is. Just can't quite squeeze it in at the near post. We're going to make our last change. We're going to bring in Kingsley Coleman. And we're going to bring him in on the left-hand side to play inside forward. Going to be cutting in on his right foot. 17 minutes. We need a goal. I don't want to switch the more direct style of play, but we are going to switch more attacking here whilst, you know, continuing to play the shorter passing style of play. Strasbourg have shown that they can hit us on the break, and while they might try and score against the run of play here, the ball dinked in, and they've done just that. I mean, what do you have to say? I mean, they hit us on the break early. They had 2 half chances from the same replay. They've had 1 clear-cut chance in the entire game, which they scored from, and now 6 minutes left on the clock. I don't know if Lopez could have done a little bit better there. The defending as a whole was pretty shambolic. They're 16th in the league. I rotated my team thinking we were good enough just to take them. And let's be frank, not good enough. Not created enough. Not hit the target enough. Not scored enough. I can't really throw Auger under the bus. A deep line playmaker, but just on the whole, the team was bitterly, bitterly disappointing in this game. And I don't know. Simply put, not good enough. Just not good enough. Man, I am disappointed about that. That is just surprising loss. Yes, it is. I mean, I feel like I was quite screwed on with my head in terms of not worrying so much about, you know, the games in hand and being complacent about them. We had to beat them. And PSG are now theoretically top of the league. We've still got a game in hand that we have to play. Dep-bye can play about lack of first team football. He wants me to play him. He really wants to leave. He's now oddly trying to force a move, which I do find a little puzzling, because I don't feel like I've dropped him that much. I mean, I've not rotated. I mean, I'm curious now. He doesn't think he can trust me to give him the required first team football. I mean, he's had 16 starts. I mean, yes, he could have come off the bench a little bit more, but he has been nailed on, our most common player to play out on that wing. Just while I'm here, I might as well try and rest some of the players who might be struggling just a tiny bit when it comes to fitness. Dep-bye is just... I mean, let's try and rebuild our relationship. The damage is done. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. I'm a little bit surprised at how he's kicked off there. I know that might seem weird. I just don't feel like I don't feel like I've dropped him that much, I guess is the issue. Maybe I have. Maybe I have been unfair on him. Maybe he has missed more football than I'm letting on. He's a good player. He's not a great player. And if I am really wanting to build a French core to the team, and we do have Ligue coming in, I'm not against selling Dep-bye, because I am looking to maybe move on Traore or move on Dep-bye. Move on a wide man, certainly. I mean, you can see the direct comparison between them here. When you look at the graph, obviously it looks like Ligue is significantly better. When you actually look at a bit more of a breakdown, it's a little closer. But, I mean, I'm going to be honest, like Dep-bye, if you want to leave, mate, you're on massive money. You're probably not playing enough to justify those wages. I mean, let's just offer him out. Like, we've got players in the position as well. Like, if he's desperate to go, he can go. I'm going to up his asking price to 60 million. With it being the January transfer window, it's unlikely that people are going to be interested in paying that kind of money for him, I think. You can see here, no offers for Dep-bye. Not entirely surprising. Griffiths has rejected Nantes as a team to go to, which is excellent. Thank you very much for doing that. Always making my job easier. Rio. I think that was like the third club now that he's rejected moving to. I dread to think what his actual wage demands are versus what they're willing to pay. I'm not entirely surprised by Dep-bye trying to force a move. Like, he hasn't played that much, but when you consider Bertrand Traore's played a lot less, just feels odd. And Nkunku's had a loan offer. We can't loan him out because of the domestic limit, but I do kind of just want to sell him on for some profit. He's a player we brought in on a free transfer last year from PSG. He was never really going to play for us. It was one of those deals where I thought, we'll bring him in, see if we can make some money off him. Anyway, some players unhappy with how I've treated Dep-bye. He needs to earn his place. Traore likes that. Rajkovic doesn't. Rajkovic is just a little mutinous. I don't know what to say. He likes to stir up trouble, this guy. There's been a few times where he's turned against me. Also, why have all my panels turned to plans? Okay, is it fixed now? This should be on transfer status. And this should be on career stats. Why did those change? Weird. Sometimes panels like to change in Football Manager. That's one thing I've learned. I will say, with the Dep-bye thing, 4 players back me up here. So I feel like I'm in the right. Am I in the right? Let me know in the comments. How would you approach the Dep-bye situation? I feel like he's played a decent amount of football. He's played very well when we've played him. Also, I've just ticked the wrong option for praising Gabels there, which is, well, not great. I praised him for learning a new position, which he hasn't been learning. I was meant to just click the top option. Gonna be honest, no idea why I didn't. Anyway, we can praise Kone, we can praise De Jong as well, who have done pretty well in training. Mendy's been disappointing in training. Now, I know he's had some injuries. Also, he doesn't want to talk to me. Is that because of the breakdown in trust when he wanted to go to Atleti? That he just doesn't want to... I feel like maybe I've just not seen it coming. Maybe I've been blindsided here. I feel like there's a few players who have been not that happy with me for a while, and now it's all coming to fruition. Wallace, I'm not going to sell for that price. And Nkunku, it's a loan offer that I can't take for him. Right, Toulouse in 7th. Not the easiest game to follow up that Strasbourg game. We're going to need to show a bit of bounce-back ability here. And then after that, we've got the semi-finals of the Coupe de la Ligue as well. So it does not get easier for us, really, does it? Terry has not been playing in his agreed position. He's been playing in centre of midfield instead of as a striker. You know, as long as he's playing, I don't really care. Now, he's not played quite as much as I'd love, but he's played a fair chunk of football, so it's okay. But anyway, for today's game against Toulouse, we're going to go with the more controlling style of play. I think we're going to give Dep-bye the start. Hopefully, he can put it to the back of his mind. One thing that is going to be worth just keeping an eye on is the overall morale of our players. I could probably do a little team meeting. It's going really well, so it's going to be a positive team meeting. In fact, I can't even hold one, so never mind. But yeah, there's just a few players who are a little bit unhappy. You know, we've had a few transfer offers rejected. You can see Traore wants to leave, Fekir wants to leave, Dep-bye wants to leave, Wallace wants to leave, Lenglet wants to leave. It's kind of adding up a little bit. We need to keep an eye on it. You can see the overall manager support is good, and the dressing room atmosphere is still pretty positive. But certainly a few first-team players who are having their heads turned by pretty decent offers, you know, from pretty big clubs. And we at Lyon, we don't have a load of money. We are, to an extent, a selling club. I feel like I've been fortuitous in that in the first, well, 2.5 years I've been here at the club, I've never really been forced into a situation to sell first-team players because they kick up a fuss about it. I think part of that's been due to the fact that when we have had offers, they've really not been that great. But we are certainly in a situation now where I look back to our Champions League winning squad of last year. There's a few weasels in there. A few players who have now bit backstabby over this January transfer window. But anyway, let's see how we get on here. Toulouse are doing very well in the league, so we need to bounce back. That's the aim today. And, well, so far, so good. If you were just to look at the stats, you'd say complete control. That's all great. But we had control of the last game, and it didn't really work out for us. We need to get a goal. We've got a chance here. Ball whipped in. Wallace back post. Memphis is there. He's offside. I don't think that was offside. And Ndombele, in the meantime, has picked up a knock. I don't really want to risk him, so we're going to bring in Lucas Romero to play the box-to-box midfielder role. But yes, VAR has disallowed that. That did not look offside. I kind of want to take another look here. Okay, it was miles offside. I take it all back. I take it all back. We'll take Ndombele off just for safety. I have already noticed that Monaco are winning and so are PSG. I think PSG are 3-0 up in the first half. Fekir's twisted his knee. He's not marked as injured, so I'm hoping that's a minor injury. John Bostock with a free kick. Nice save by Anthony Lopez. We'll take that. Bostock, did he used to play for Spurs? Did he? Yeah, he did. And he played for Paris. I mean, that's a weird career, isn't it? Variety in that career, I think, is probably the most polite way of describing it. But anyway, 0-0 against Toulouse at half-time. That is, well, just bloody awful, frankly. Far from pleased, boys. Far from pleased. It feels like maybe for the first time in a little while here at Lyon, the ship's been rocked. Fekir's, I'm going to take him off and play it safe. If it is a twisted knee, I don't want to aggravate it more. And equally, his condition's pretty low and it's recovered very slowly. Don't really want to keep him on the pitch and risk a longer-term injury. We do rely on him a lot. Equally, though, I feel like with the player we've got on in our, we've got a player who can create stuff. And right on cue, he sets up Kingsley Coleman for his first goal in a little while. It's his 11th of the season, to be fair to him. Our, with the assist from out on the left-hand side. Lovely little cross by the attacking midfielder. He's come on for Fekir and made an immediate impact in this game. A low-driven cross, and Coleman on his weaker foot just sweeps it into the bottom corner. A little bit concerning that we've used both subs already in this game. I can't really change a great deal, but at the same time, there isn't a massive pressure to do so. Of course, if Toulouse score now, then completely ignore what I've just said, but they've not looked particularly great going forward. We've looked mostly in control. And I feel like, in truth, if we were to win this 1-0, would I be delighted? No. Would I be relieved? Absolutely. And I would take bite your hand off for it as well. Anyway, we're going to bring in Moise Kean with our last change. Gabels has been a bit disappointing again today. They've got a free kick here in the last kick of the game. The wall blocks the initial effort. Sangaré, though, might get another go here. Let's not concede with 30 seconds left, please, boys. Runault to Twanzembe. I mean, he's gone all the way back there. That's got to be that, surely. 20 seconds left. Gao, Wallace, nice header. Coleman, can you get there? He can't. I mean, he can with that. What a tackle that is. That's a match-winning tackle as far as I'm concerned. Ball out of danger. That is going to be all she wrote. It's not pretty. It's not a classic. It's a 1-0 win that we absolutely needed, though. Oh, I mean, that's a sigh of relief. And that is a sigh of relief. You can see with our game in hand, we would leapfrog Monaco. And if we were to win it, our goal difference would then become better than PSG's, but we would still be a point behind them. Oh, right. Okay, well, that's a relief. We now can shift our focus a little bit onto a cup semi-final. And Dembele out injured. 5 to 8 days for him, so he's going to miss this semi-final. Fekir also out for 5 to 8 days. Probably did make the right decision to take him off there. See, Kanate played. Marin got a short amount of time. Cacaret played the full match. Mario Ferreira, how have you done for Brest? You done pretty good. 3 goals, 5 assists. I silently rate this guy. Like, he doesn't look incredible, but he's kind of just done the business, hasn't he, throughout. And Durand continuing to play regular first-team football. And Shadas, another appearance of him. I mean, he's just I really like Shadas. Like, I think I might be in a position where I have to sell Dani Olmo in the summer and bring Shadas back in, because I feel like he's done better. More loan offers for Nkunku that we simply put can't accept, so that's good. I mean, Harver here. Or is it Havre? I can't remember. We'll go with Harver. Or Havre. That's easier, isn't it? That's definitely not how you pronounce it. They're 9th in the league. They're going pretty strong. And so taking them on in the semi-final, we can't afford to underestimate them. Given the fact we've reached the semi-final, we now want to go on to better. And we want to win it, don't we? Probably need to rest my first team here. I've done you'd argue, a little bit too much rotation lately. At least for my own liking. Players with, I'll say below 90. We'll say we're below 90 condition. I'm going to rest here. I've just had a moth land on my face. Get out of my face, moth. Please help. I'm literally being attacked by a moth. This is unprecedented. Why have we got so many players ineligible for the next game? Oh, they were already involved in a match today. That's fine. Right, they were probably playing for the reserves, I guess, because that's what they do. We're going to rest the players who are struggling a little bit, although Ndombele's probably still not going to be fit. Definitely, probably. That is an oxymoron. That does not make sense, Jack. What I mean to say is almost definitely going to be available on the bench for us. Trincao's been performing great since we brought him back in. I feel like Saint Maximin is the man who's got to budge. And do I want to keep Auger on the bench? No, I want Dani Olmo on the bench, I think, for this game coming up. But we are going to have to rotate things just a little bit. Equally, we're in a position where I'm not too concerned about things just yet. You know, we're back on the straight and narrow. Really, I need to maybe prioritise not rotating the team so much just to keep players like Dep-bye happy. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. Goebbels has been improving a lot lately, but I have been underwhelmed by his recent form. Like, he's not been banging in a load. I think he's got three goals in his last 7 or something. Moise Kean is out for 4 weeks. That is a fairly big injury, although that will open up an opportunity on the bench for Tizzy to come in and potentially be a regular striker for the next couple of game weeks. We've got a team called Atletico Marseille. Now, I know Marseille is a city, obviously, so that name makes complete sense. As someone not familiar with kind of French football, hearing of a team called Atletico Marseille, it doesn't sound real. It sounds like, you know, the Pez name for Marseille. Anyway, Moise Kean's out injured, so we need a striker. Tizzy is the natural kind of player to bring in here. A few teams interested in loaning him, interestingly enough, but I feel like he's worth a start. Is he worth a start? You know what? I gave him a chance in the last cup game. I know he missed the penalty in it. Let's just keep sticking with him here. Give him some first-team opportunities. Ndombele, probably still not fit enough for the bench. So with that in mind, we'll bring in Kone and have him on the bench as well. So a few of the younger players, well, in with a shout of playing, I guess you'd say here. Am I happy with this team? You know what? I think I am. Kone needs a match number. We'll give it one number. I'm going to give him number 3 because I just don't really care about numbering. So why not have our 16-year-old defensively minded centre mid who's super athletic be the number 3? I'm sorry to you guys who really care about squad numbers right now because you are clearly upset. You're probably like verbally like saying your distaste at my kind of squad numbering to your screen. Anyway, let's keep an eye on Aneda. Did I give him number 14? That was my number when I played football back in the day. I gave him my own number. I mean, that's a sign. Aneda, don't let me down. Please don't hurt me. Also, can we just discuss the fact that with this skin I can just mouse over the eye and get all this information? That's so good. Is Eder Militao about to get red carded immediately? Please, not like this. Not in the cup. Sorry for clapping. That's really annoying and obnoxious. Oh my god. I mean, just fuck me up. Pardon my French. Alright, Markovic going at right back. Oh, actually, no, we won't do... I'm going to do something even more dumb. Romero going at right back. Kone, box-to-box midfielder, my friend. Show us what you can do. Tizzy, advance forward on your own now. Not a complete forward. We're going to be playing without what is arguably the crucial in this system. Playmaker. Although, I mean, Kone has like 17 passing, to be fair to him. You know what? Never play this role, but he's good at it. Well, he's familiar with it. Roaming playmaker. Let's see what he can do. I mean, they immediately have a chance. This is concerning. We're still playing. We're not actually playing the direct style of play. I actually think I want to switch to that now I think about it. So just make the change. I've hit pause. Thank you, game. Tactics. Kone, roaming playmaker. The rest of you guys, you kind of know what you're doing. Aneda, advance forward on attack. We're not going to let up. We're not going to let the fact that we're down a few players discourage our attacking intent. If anything, I'm hoping that with us being a man down, they are going to, well, open themselves up a little bit. But we have a mountain to climb now. Like, this is not... We are not the favourites, I feel like, in this situation. Havre, they are, well, right up there in the league. They're, you know, in the top half of the league. We're a man down for the most of this game. This is a nightmare scenario. Tizzy, what can you do? Tizzy, please. Tizzy, you make me dizzy. And Wizzy, and now I've done a... I don't know what else to go with here. Let's just stop. But it's a goal, and I'm going to take it. Memphis, lovely little dink through. Aneda, one touch out of his feet on his left peg. Is he left-footed? He is left-footed. I didn't even realise he was left-footed. That's cool. Maybe there is an argument to train him to play out on the right wing then, as a potential inside forward. He's kind of a jack-of-all-trades attacking player, but lovely little finish for us there. What can we do here going forward? Memphis again. Welcome back to the first team. Memphis has a point to prove. He's like got a bee in his bonnet. He's not happy. He's buzzing away. He wants to prove me wrong. He wants to make me look like a fool for dropping him. I mean, I'm okay with this. Phoebas now with the ball for them. I mean, we can't discount them. We've got Kone wearing the number 3 shirt. He's just been given the number. Can he live up to the billing? I mean, what you do? Kone, follow your man. Follow your... Not a fan of this pressing, Kone. He's just letting them have lots of space in behind. Gregus with it. Switches the play. They've got a man over on the overlap here. Coleman needed to track back. And Tino Kadewere with the goal. Nods it home. Nice little header, really. I mean, maybe I should have switched to a slightly more conservative system with us going a goal up, but equally I don't really want to invite pressure onto us. Despite being a man down, you know, we've been pretty at the races in this game, I feel like, in terms of giving them a real kind of battle. I feel like playing more defensive would have invited the pressure on us. Either way, it's 1-1 at the break. It's not the worst result given the full context now of what we know. I am absolutely livid about the fact that Militao has got sent off in a game as big as this. Fortunately, our squad depth means obviously we have Romero to slot in at right back and can bring in Kone, but equally that doesn't really solve the situation and the issue of having one less player on the pitch. Unfortunately, you know, when a player gets sent off, even the remaining players on the pitch having a great game can not be enough at times. You know, even if they give it their all and perform to their best, it might just not be enough. Memphis, lovely run here. Coleman, can you finish that? Oh my god, the keeper didn't even move. Smashes against the crossbar, goes out for a throw-in on the other wing. Pretty good opportunity for us there. I feel like we might not get that many of those. 17 minutes left. We can make some changes. I'm going to bring in Trincao for Coleman. And I'm kind of tempted just to hold on to our last sub for now, although Lucas Romero's struggling. So I'm going to bring in Markovic at right back. With 15 minutes left, this game would go straight to penalties if it finishes as a draw. I assume it's the same as the quarterfinals. It may not be. I may be looking like a fool when it doesn't go how I expect it to. But we're looking to try and hit them on the break here. Aneda, run on Aneda. On your left peg. Finish that. Took it away. Oh my gosh, Tizzy. I love you. Trincao with the assist as well. I mean, let's learn from our mistakes. Good little finish by Aneda. Trincao, why are you on inside forward? I don't like it when it does that. You're both going to play as wingers. But I want you to play deeper. And Mendy, defend. Markovic, defend. Please. Thank you. Alright. Markovic, what can you do? I mean, he's getting it forward now. Tizzy's on for a hat-trick. Let me remind you of that. Let's not forget. Oh, right. And relax. And breathe, everyone. Coming up to the end of the game. We're in extra time. We've had an injury. We're down to 9 men. It's a situation. I mean, just play right midfield, Aneda. He can actually play on the right midfield, so it's okay. Down to 9 men without a striker. Just really trying to stop them from doing anything, and that should be that. Toussaint wins it to Kone. I mean, he's got no one ahead of him because we've not got a striker. We've just got 2 banks of 4, but we don't really need an outball here. We're happy just to pass it around and watch the clock and the time drift away. 2-1 looks as if it's how it's going to finish. I don't want to speak too soon here. I feel like with that foul, that's got to be all she wrote. And indeed it is. The whistle goes. We've reached the final. Given the sending off, given how that went, I'm pretty proud of the boys. PSG won 2-0, so we will be meeting them in the final. Trincao, torn wrist ligaments. That's not a nice injury, is it? I mean, it's a good job we've got squad depth. Aneda, man of the match. The big man on campus, the head honcho, the top dog, the big sausage. Look at him. I like him a lot. He's only 17. Okay, without context, that's a bit of a weird sentence to say, I'll be honest. Our game against Monaco has been rearranged due to a fixture clash. Of course, we've got Juve in the Champions League knockout stages coming up. That's going to be exciting, isn't it? That could have got an easier draw for the first knockout round as we attempt to defend our title. Liverpool make offer for Toussaint, 27 million. No deal, Noel. No deal. It's not happening. Toussaint wants to discuss it. Ndombele. Usually I'd ask Toussaint to sort it out himself, but he's the man wanting to leave. What will it take to keep you here? You're too important for me to let you leave. I don't want to sell you, Toussaint. I know you want to leave. I don't want you to. It's like a slightly screwed up relationship. I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose him. Arsenal have offered a contract to Lo Celso. Okay, he's already accepted it. I was actually thinking about going in for him. A few players on our shortlist, like Pellegrini, I feel like we probably will struggle to attract him away from Monaco. Equally, given his asking price, I kind of want... Okay, they only want 243 million. So I'd say, given his asking price and his transfer value, I kind of want to go in for him, but that's not really worked out for us. Toussaint is continuing to improve. I love Toussaint. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not the most incredible player in the world, but with his mentals and his just pure defensive quality, he's top notch. Auger as well, continuing to perform well. Probably that little taster of first team football helping his development immensely. I realise now we've got a game against Gungam, which is going to be a little bit scary to play. A few players wanting Toussaint to leave. Rajkovic is one of them again. Just, he hates me. I don't know what I've done to him. Ndombele and Lucas Romero kind of want him to leave as well. Passionate. I don't want to let him. I don't want to let him go. Be a much poorer side without him. Everyone agrees except Rajkovic. What have I done to you? You're like a little snake. I don't like Rajkovic. Like, every time someone complains, he's there. Anyway, he's not available. He's not available, Liverpool. Please go away. Thank you. I don't know if I rested my players or if they're going to be rested enough for this game. They're not, are they? I've made a bit of a boo-boo here. We can give them 1 day of rest, but that's probably not going to help them massively. Wallace is not doing well in trading. Unfortunately, he doesn't want to talk to me either since I rejected his offers. There is a bit of a breakdown in some of the relationships here with players. I mean, can I get Jeremy Kyle on the case? Can we get Graham out? You know, sit down there. I realise this is a bit of a niche reference that people aren't going to understand. It's a bit like Jerry Springer, but without actors. I think they're not actors on the Jeremy Kyle show. If you don't know what the Jerry Springer show is, I realise that that probably isn't a thing like it used to be. It's a show where people go on national television to solve their personal differences. And you can perhaps imagine how that might go, depending on the problem. Anywho, we have problems. I mean, and Ada, you can be on the bench. We are going to be lacking a little bit of match fitness for this game. Fakir's not fit enough to play, is he? Olmo. Olmo is going to have to play. I'm just wondering if we want to play the possession style of play or more direct. You know what? I think we'll go with the possession style of play. You can see here we are struggling a little more than I'd like for fitness, but equally, given how our second string team has performed, and it's been a little bit wibbly wobbly, I'm going to put the full faith in our kind of first team to go out here, play potentially. Well, is this the third time now in a short period of time? It feels like the game's been coming thick and fast. I think this is the third game in a week. I need another top draw performance from them. Let's see if they can deliver it. It's Ligue, Gungam, who are up there in the league. They're fighting for Europe themselves. And ultimately, we need to get a win here at whatever cost necessary. Memphis whips it in. Sarr heads it clear. 2 Sards there. I mean, I hope the Liverpool scouts are watching because that miss was blooming awful. Also worth keeping an eye on Shadas for them. The number 12 player, our own man. They've got a set piece here. It's their first real opportunity all game. Can we get it clear? Headed out to Munir, who gives it to Shadas. Don't do this, Shadas. Munir, blast, hits it. Did that hit the crossbar? It did hit the crossbar. Or did he? It must have done. It did. I thought he might have saved it for a second, but no, it wasn't quite on target. But my heart was in my mouth. I didn't like that. Gabel's back post. Oh, there we go. Coleman scores. Gabel's with the assist as well. Don't know if that was a headed pass. It looked like an effort on goal that just didn't really work out for Gabel's. But we'll take it. Olmo down the left-hand side. Crosses in Gabel's. I'll say it was an intelligent pass. You can decide yourself. But Kingsley Coleman with the goal is the end result. And that is not going to be in question. Anyway, Thuram with an opportunity for Gungam there. They're not rolling on their back and dying like I would like them to, Gungam. I'd like them to not give us any real problems, please, and, just give up now that you're 1-0 down. But they seem pretty keen just to cause me issues. Anyway, half-time, 1-0, far from pleased. What are the other results in the league? PSG are drawing 0-0 at this moment in time. Let's hope that, I think it was Stade Rennes, can hold on. I actually didn't see it. I think it was Rennes. Rennes? We'll go with Rennes. I think it was Rennes. Memphis, down the left. Back in the team since he's kicked up a fuss. I'm hoping that with all these players who are unhappy, by the way, we'll work our way through this part of the season, get to the other side of January. Interest in the players will be pulled out, because obviously the transfer window will be closed, and we'll all be forgiven. We'll stand in a circle and sing Kumbaya together, and no one will hate each other anymore, and the players will love me still. That's my hope. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, Memphis with a chance here. Tries to pick out Lenglet. They get it clear. They could hit us on the break here. They've got lots of players and they look quite quick. Thuram bringing the ball forward down the centre. Dinks through Shadas, our own player, who crosses it to Munir. I mean, Shadas, mate, what are you doing? You're meant to be helping us, not scoring against us or assisting against us. Munir with his 14th goal of the season for them. Thuram dinks the ball through. Shadas runs wide with it, crosses it in, and Munir Nice little finish. You can see why he's got 14 goals this season. That was a composed finish. Anyway, I feel like I need to go more direct and attacking with the play. So we'll make that change. As they now look to try and hit us on the break again here. Surely not. Munir gets dispossessed. Mendy. Now with Memphis. Can we fight back in this game? 22 minutes. A goal now would help me greatly. Passes like that are not going to help me, frankly. Thuram with the play. Goes to Blas. Going to track back and wide. Ball blocked. Falls to Shadas. What are you doing, Shadas? What are you doing? I mean, it's his third goal all season. I really need to start putting in a clause with the players I loan out saying that you can't play against us. It's a bit annoying, isn't it? If we're being honest. Right, we're going to go to the direct style of play. That change had actually not taken effect. And equally, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to take off Gabels. I'm going to bring in Aneda. We're going to bring in Bertrand Traore, I think. Yeah, we are. We're going to bring in Bertrand Traore and play him out on the right-hand side. We're going to move Coleman across to the left, move Aouar forward, and I'm going to take off Dep-bye, who's been poor, and bring in Ndombele with our final change. Tizzy, you can go as advanced forward, mate, because that's what you played previously and you got 2 goals. I need you to be the hero, Tizzy. I do need that from you here. I hope this is just a... well, it's going to be a good highlight. It is a good highlight. I thought it might be a pointless highlight because I'd clicked on opposition instructions by mistake. We've got the goal. Aouar with the assist. Wallace. Thank you. I know you're not that happy with me. I know we're not on speaking terms, but you might be bailing us out of a big hole here. Lovely header, by the way. No one on that near post. Maybe they will live to regret that decision. They've now got... Shadas. Go away, Shadas. Stop it. He's hit the woodwork from a free kick. And now another chance immediately with 13 minutes left. Thuram here. Tries to get it through. Traore on off the bench. Gets it forward to Aneda, who switches it. Tizzy. I'm liking it. He's getting involved. He's got really good vision. Coleman has no one to pass to here. Probably should have tried to hold up the play a little bit if he could. And now... Oh, Nim. They're not... sorry, not Nim. Gungam. They're not afraid to throw men forward, are they? Saliba here to Blas. I mean, what is happening? Oh, I mean, I don't even feel like we've played that badly. I don't even feel like we've played that badly. I mean, I can see why they're 6th in the league. They're lethal on the counter and they're taking every opportunity. They've now got their own set piece. It's a near post header. Oh my gosh, what is the goalkeeping? Thank God we have a player on our near post. How close was this to going over? A little uncomfortable. I'll concede. I mean, 3 minutes left plus added time. We've done all our changes. All I can do is demand a bit more of the players for the time that's left. And hope that we can maybe do something whilst playing very attacking. 4 minutes of added time. A highlight is starting. I want to believe. I mean, a draw's not really good enough. I'll be honest. A draw here... And we're going to have to beat PSG in the league, I think, if we want to win the league. And while Shadas is now played through Thuram, I'm not appreciative of this. My only hope right now is the fact that PSG haven't managed to score in their game. But I don't really want to be relying on PSG to slip up if I can. Tizzy, nice little turn here. What can he do going forward? Fred through Coleman. It's a great ball by Tizzy. The finish by Coleman. It's like he was scared to hurt the ball. Just a bit gentle. Maybe one last chance. 30 seconds left. Can we rescue something from this game? Lucas Romero crosses in, headed away. Aouar. I mean, he doesn't even play in the challenge. It's concerning, isn't it? I mean, that's going to be all she wrote. They could hit us on the break here again for one last kind of punch in the gut. Saliba, what a run that was. His effort's gone a little wide of the mark. Although apparently it was saved or blocked. Ultimately, though, Gungam have won this game. Fair play to them. They've been lethal on the counter. It's a game where both teams had opportunities. We didn't take enough of ours. And PSG won. They won 2-0. 7 points behind them, 1 game in hand. I mean, we no longer have our fate in our own hand. It's been a pretty disastrous episode, hasn't it? That's a problem. I mean, at least all our loanees played lots of football, including one specific one. I mean, recently you've been doing really. You've been great recently. You've been great recently on your loans. He says through gritted teeth of anger. He is very good. He's very, very good. 2 starts now trying to kick up a fuss. I don't like it. I mean, should I be bringing Shadas back? I could recall him on deadline day. Would that be mean? Maybe we could do with his help. I don't know. Let me know. I'm going to wrap up today's episode here. A bit of a weird one. Feels like for so long we've gone without losing. You know, obviously we lost to Fenerbahce with a rotated team. Before that we lost to Lille. We lost to Tottenham. We lost to Toulouse away from home. Again, it's our away form that's letting us down. We're unbeaten at home in this season in all competitions. But the games against Strasbourg and Guingamp here, just a little bit difficult to take, perhaps. I mean, overall, I'm still pretty happy with our team. Like, it's a very, very good squad. We've got a theoretically easier game next day against Atletico Marseille. So, you know, a chance to rotate the team a little bit for that one. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm hoping that this is just a phase we're going through. I'm hoping with January hopefully going soon. I mean, there's only 1 day left of January, so it is going to go soon. You know, teams are going to stop being interested in our players. They can get back to focusing on their football. And from there, maybe we can find a little bit of stability and a little bit more consistency in our form. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up everything from me today. Hopefully I do see you guys again tomorrow. Juve going to be the big game to look forward to there. If you have enjoyed today's episode, do drop a like on it. It does massively help me out. Lets me know you're enjoying the series as well. And of course, I will see you again next time. It is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.